Hello everybody, and today I'm going to make a time thief combo because everyone is doing those. But anyways, the deck has a lot of potential, we just need more cards. But we already have a Rescue Cat, we already have a Stratos, so things are doing very well. The other monster that they have is also very good, as weird as it seems. You would thought that that card was garbage, but actually it's very good. So we are going to make a one card combo with Time Thief Regulator. How viable is this combo? In reality, not that much, I suppose. I didn't test the deck properly in games, really. This combo is just a theory that I came behind because I saw this card. This is a one card. This is pre-errata Rescue Cat for Time Thieves. So I thought there must be a way that you can make a ridiculous combo with this one card and nothing else. And with TCG cards, by the way, not OCG cards. Yes, of course, with Needle Fiber and the Raid Raptor Link 2, you can make an FTK with those cards. But let's just use TCG cards, alright? Not those ridiculous cards that aren't released yet on the TCG. So, anyways, we are going to normal Regulator, and this is a self-sustained one card combo. If you have other cards in your hand, things can be better, but we are going to assume that you only have one card in hand. So with the hinder effect, you are going to search Time Thief Hack, and it's important that you search a spell, or even you could search Basil Ship. Another copy of Basil Ship is also a possibility, but then your other copies of Regulator in your deck would be dead. Not that that matters very much. Alright, so you have this possibility. It's either search Hack or Basil Ship. Don't search the trap card. So now we are going to overlay both into Force Strix, and now activate Force Strix, detaching Basil Ship, and searching Singing Lanius. This card can special himself for no reason whatsoever, just because you have an XC monster on the field. And now you can use Basil Ship effect in graveyard to summon him in a zone that Summon Sorcerers can point to. Oh look, Summon Sorcerers! But as weird as it seems, Summon Sorcerers is not the most important card in this combo. Yes, she is important, but she isn't the biggest factor. As weird as it seems, really. This combo would be possible even without Summon Sorcerers. It would just be a little worse. So anyways, you are going to link into one Nightmare of Choice and then into Nightmare Mermaid, and Mermaid effect, pitch Time Thief Hack, and summon Orchestrated Return. This card from Savage Strike. This card, it's ridiculous. This card makes Orcust a splashball engine in theory. I just don't know if this combo is viable, just because it involves Orcust cards, and essentially you have to play 4 Orcust cards in your deck for this to be viable, so 4 bricks. But this card allows, if you resolve Mermaid, you have one card Orcus board, really. This card, it's ridiculous. It makes all this possible, really. There isn't any other card in the game that is a Link 2 that can do something like that other than Isolde, of course. So we are going to banish Nightmare to target really anything, and send Harp Horror to the graveyard. Harp Horror, banish himself to summon Symbol Skeleton. You could activate Galatea effect, set Babel, or the card that draws 2 cards, or even the counter trap after Dark Neostorm, but that would be relevant after Dark Neostorm anyways, because we would have Dingirsu, and Dingirsu would make all this completely irrelevant by just how powerful that card is. So yes, you could activate Galatea, recycle one of your cards, but there isn't much point on it. You would set the field spell, but that wouldn't do a lot really. You are just playing more Garnets just for the sake of playing more Garnets. So we are going to link into Summon Sorcerers, activate her effect, target Basil Ship, and summon another card. In this case I prefer Basil Ship. You could also summon Scepter, but again, it's another Bricky in your deck. I also try to use Cyberstein and Boss with Zephyros, but then there's no way that you can special Cyberstein or normal Cyberstein without using a second card, without using an extender. But it's something cool that you can do. You could actually search Zephyros and then pitch Zephyros with Mermaid, and then you would bounce Cyberstein with Zephyros. Yes, because you still have Galatea in your graveyard that you can revive, so you can still summon Cyberstein from deck even if you use this bezel ship for link material. But that's beside the point. I tried a lot of things, most of them didn't work. I tried even using winged beast targets, leaving the single lands on the field, but that also didn't work because of the fact that there isn't a lot of good targets for winged beasts as well. The problem is you are locked into dark monsters because of the Orcust, so you lose a lot of good targets that you could have with summon sorcerers. So you cannot have a lot of pluses because of that. But we are going to link Galatea and the second bezel ship into Bardi Shade, and now we can activate Bardi Shade to send boots. Oh, set Brigadine, effect of boots. We are going to banish to set rank up magic, and that's why it's important for you to not to search the trap card, even though the trap card would be the best card to send to the graveyard in this scenario. We cannot activate Shade Brigadine if we use this trap card. So now we are going to Redur and set the rank up magic, activating, detach. Now we can pass. So during the opponent's main phase, we are going to normal something or activate a card, and then you can respond with the rank up magic. Don't do what I did. Summon Azathot on Teson that Rusty can point to, so you can also pop a card for no reason whatsoever. So this is not the most broken, powerful board of all time, but it's good enough. It's good enough. You can do. If they don't deal with the board, you still have Bezel Ship in the graveyard. In a real game, you would have other cards, you would have other extenders, so you wouldn't end on this field, you would end on something better. But this is just made by one card, and this just shows you. Yes, maybe this is not the most viable thing because you have to use the PK cards, you have to use the Orcust cards. So let's just count. You have to use 3 main deck cards for the Orcust engine. All of those 3 are bricks. Have to dedicate 1 extra deck space to realistically into Mermaid and Galatea. And the PK you have to play 3 bricks, but the PK engine is so powerful that that's irrelevant. Maybe it's not worth to play the Orcust engine, but it's still something interesting to do. I have tried to use Orcust as an engine, and it finally worked in at least one deck. Maybe it's not viable, but it's still kind of cool that you can do this with 1 card on Time Thieves, because with other cards, without OCG cards, this is not possible. Yes, with Needle Fiber, with Ice Strix, you can do this and even more, but those cards are not released and those cards are broken anyways. So, bye bye.